Hello, chat.
Nuts.
This is
Boys.
watermelon hail.
Oh yeah. Doesn't look like it may not be on the ground right now, so Dick Worsham.
We're live now.
Dude, I can't.
The
I
final
just can't with
checklist.
that name.
Oh!
10,000.
Oh
10,001. 2. It just keeps going. It's like a clock.
How are you doing tonight, Phoenix of the Gods?
Oh my. Not what I was saying.
Are we ready, chat?
Look at this.
Looks like it's starting to rope out a little bit, Edgar. This is crazy.
Wow! Look at that.
At Angel Hones 927 super chatted $6.78. Well done, guys. Love
I
from
can't
me.
even with this right now, guys. Like, what is this?
Brad is out front. Brad is taking a strong lead. Here comes number 7, right on the side. Number 1, number 14 are making a push. Number 7. Oh my God! Number 5 is going down to the edge. Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, dude.
Like, oh, okay, here we go.
Hey, who's this girl in the back, bro? She's just sitting here, just hadn't said a dang word, just staring at us.
Why am I bald? I don't know.
Dave, hold your mic button down.
What's up?
Wait,
If I knew
what's your
that question,
username?
I wouldn't be bald.
Was that Lactatia?
It's Letitia.
All right, chat, let's get hype. Let's get hype, chat. Count it down. Here we go. Are you ready?
And now, the
3,
local on
2,
the hour.
1, go! Ah!
I mean, Boat Guy. Phil, you're behind Boat Guy. He's going to get you through this. People in the chat are loving Boat Guy. Jess, Ginger Ninja, the return of the boat. Andrew Johnson, you can always
Guys, the
trust
new
guy
studio
with the
phone
boat.
has officially
I'm
hit
telling you, this
1,000.
Guy, Eric Gray,
got a
that guy is
dog.
going. That guy is going fishing no matter what.
Good work. Here we go. Here we go. One more drop, then we'll go.
And now, your local on
Let's
the
go!
hour.
Ah! Send this stream to every single person you know. We're gonna be talking about the winter storm.
Don't leave me. Don't shotgun. Shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Shotgun.
No, you can't.
Shotgun. Shotgun.
All right, F it, we're going.
I called shotgun.
The following program is a production of the Stormfront Freaks Network.
Where am I? What is this place? Here we go. Oh, what is that sound? Ah! This It's
We're
the
locked
Big
and loaded.
Weather Show. Go! I'm your host, Stormcat5.
That is absolutely insane.
We're going to talk about the biggest stories in weather.
That is a massive debris ball.
And who knows what we're going to say.
Was that Lactatia?
It's Letitia.
So strap in, buckle up. The Big Weather Show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
Oh no. Oh no. Chat. Give me 1 second. This is not good. Oh. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Weatherfront, it'll have you blow by the competition. It's got radar, observations, models, all in one epic app. Blow by the competition! Woo!
Weatherfront, the official weather app of the Storm Front Freaks Network.
Boom. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I am meteorologist Stormcat5, and this is Outbreak. Sorry, this isn't Outbreak. It's the Big Weather Show. I got my shows confused there because of what we're doing right now. We have got a lot to talk about today, guys. It is a momentous day. It is the first day here. I've got my blanket here. I'm throwing it over here. I don't need that blanket. It is Friday, and it is the weekend. And you know what time it is, guys? It is time for an epic winter storm. We have got a lot to talk about today, and that colorful map to my right has a big part of it. Let's first start by taking a look at who we got in the chat. Chat, who we got here? Let's see. Who we got? Check it in. We got Rob, Barb, Dave, Gary, Stormy Storms, Sprinkles, Buff and Puff, Brother Nails. Oh my goodness. Enjoyer, Julie, Kevin, Amanda. Oh. Tell you what, chat. It's an unbelievable night. It is Friday, and we have an unbelievable winter storm that's moving across the country. Brother Larry's here. We got Jar from West Virginia. Jennifer as well. Sprinkles. I already said Sprinkles. Sue. That's right. We got 89 people watching, guys. I need you to send this stream to every single person that you know. Get them in here, okay? Get them in here. Because we have a very impactful, a very dramatic winter storm. I'm a dramatic guy generally. But this winter storm, I'm telling you guys, is going to be so much worse.
$4.99.
Oh no.
Beaver, 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 bee. Jet Girl 4 super chatted $10. I'm flying from Philly to Key West tomorrow morning at 10.
Okay. Finally, a super chat that I can respond to. W's in chat. You know what? Bang. A 10 bomb. We got a 5 bomb from Intel Alpha. He's got the beaver stuck on his tongue. Jet Girl. She's flying from Philly to Key West tomorrow at 10 a.m. Are you kidding me? That could be chalked. I got news for you. That could be chalked. Let me show you why, guys. We have a winter storm that's starting right now. What we have on screen, And Jet Girl, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you, with that super chat, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know for your Philly flight. The fact that you're flying tomorrow morning, that's a good thing. We have over
Bob Mac UK super chatted $6.71. More beaver emoji, beaver emoji, beaver emoji.
You know what, Barb? Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for only doing 3 emojis. That was very kind of you. The war has started in chat. And this is a chalked beginning here. Unbelievable. Look at these. Look at the winter storm warnings, guys. We have winter storm warnings all the way down to the Rio Grande. That's this river down here in Texas. We've got winter storm warnings down there all the way north to Boston, Massachusetts. Guys, that is over 2,000 miles of winter storm warnings. 30% of the United States population is in these warnings.
$4.99. Today is my niece's birthday. Can you wish Chloe a happy 8th birthday?
Absolutely. Chloe. Happy birthday, Chloe. Happy birthday. Chat, let's all wish Chloe a happy birthday. Chloe, I hope you have a wonderful day, okay? And thank you for watching us today. And I hope you have a tremendous birthday. What a birthday to pick too, chat. Because this storm that we have is just beginning. Winter storm warnings in Texas. That's a big circle. Oklahoma, Louisiana, where we've got this big swath of ice storm warnings in effect where catastrophic ice will fall of up to 1 inch or more. Jar, happy birthday. Winter storm warnings in Kansas, winter storm warnings in Missouri, winter storm warnings in Arkansas, winter storm warnings in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. There's ice storm warnings. And then going to the Northeast, Virginia, the entire state of Virginia is in a winter storm warning. The entire state of Pennsylvania is in a winter storm warning.
Chaser Holly Hale super chatted $10. Brady is my favorite mini boba IYKYK. Beaver emoji, beaver emoji.
I'll be quite honest, Holly. I don't even know what a mini bobber is. And I don't know that I do, especially with the end of that, because I don't know what mini bobber is. I know what 4 of those words mean. Brady is my favorite. Everything after that, I have no clue what that means. No clue. W's in chat. Massive W's in chat, I think. Winter storm warnings go all the way to the North Carolina. Actually, sorry, they don't go to the North Carolina coast. The entire state of Delaware, the entire state of New Jersey, the entire state of New York, upstate New York, Long Island, the Bronx, all of the different cities that confuse me in New York City, all of them are all under a winter storm warning. The entire state of Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, all under winter storm warnings. 30% of America, 30% of Americans right now are under a winter storm warning. 50% of America is under some form of winter weather warning. Whether that be the cold. These are cold warnings up here in the Midwest. These are winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, ice storm warnings, extreme cold warnings, all the way from the Rockies all the way to Boston. This is insane. I'm telling you guys, we may, and I admit, I am a hype man, right? So I get excited about weather. We may never see, no, I don't want to say that. We might not see a storm like this again for another 5 years, 10 years. This is going to be one of the most impactful storms that we've seen of the past decade, by far. Of the past 5 years, I would argue it's probably going to be one of the most, if not the most. Because of the snow and because of the ice that's going to fall. What an opening. Let's take a look. Where's our storm? I like trains. I do too, Brother Peterson. I love trains. Look at this. Here's our storm right now. This is on satellite right here. It's off the Carolina coastline. Right? You see that spin? We looked at this yesterday. It's almost in the same spot, guys. But it's moved a little bit further to the east. And see all of this moisture that's streaming off the Pacific. See that? We got the southerly flow pulling all of that Pacific moisture up towards Texas, towards Oklahoma. And it's gathering. The storm is gathering right in there. And as it gathers, it will gather moisture, it will gather energy, and it's all going to come exploding on the central and eastern U.S. On top of that, some of the Gulf moisture is also being pulled. You can see winds starting to come out of the south here. So it's starting to pull some moisture up from the Gulf. This storm is going to be so impactful because you're having basically two bodies of water that it's pulling from. You're having it coming, basically you got moisture coming from the Pacific. You've got moisture coming from the Gulf. Both of those are merging over top of the south. You've got two separate bodies of water all forming into one storm. It's rare that we get one body of water involved in a storm. We've got two oceans. Let's look at the radar here. Oh no. Let's take a look. Here it is. Things have started. Things have officially started in Texas and in Oklahoma. We told you things would start around 4 or 5 p.m. This is the last 24 hours of radar. You can see rain starting here in Dallas. That's going to transition over to snow and freezing rain very quickly. That's right. It's kickoff time. This moment right now, guys, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of a multi-day historic winter storm that we will remember for a long, long, long time. This is the beginning. Here it is. You can see freezing rain and sleet starting to fall in Lubbock, in Wichita Falls, where we do have this. We've got a mesoscale discussion already. A plume of mixed precipitation is expected to substantially increase early this evening. And guys, I know probably a lot of you aren't in Texas. I will get to your areas. Trust me. I'm going to cover how this storm will evolve, how this storm will take shape, and who will be most affected. Who's going to get the most snow? And who's going to get the most ice? And I will show you snow totals for all of you in chat. So bear with me. This is the beginning here. We already have a plume of moisture. Sleet should be the primary precipitation type. Okay, so that's good news. So what's falling now appears to be sleet. But freezing rain will generally slip to the south. You can see there right at the end with the freezing rain line gradually shifting south. They're saying initial rates are going to be light to start. Right in there. See, right in the end of the first paragraph. But they're going to increase later tonight. So this is just the beginning. We got sleet to start things off, of all things. But freezing rain is going to sneak in slowly throughout the next several hours. You can see a lot of this in Texas is falling as sleet right now. Warm and sunny. Hello from Michigan. Hello, brother. Hello. Let's take a look. We have got this precipitation also in Kansas. Some snow is starting as well. You see that up there, Wichita, Garden City, Hayes, Salina. Do we have any Kansas brother in chat? Let me know if you're in Kansas, in chat. New poll coming at you hot.
Curious. Yes. No. Tis chalked. New poll. Vote in chat. Are you in Texas, Kansas, or Oklahoma? Let me know right now. Oh, no. Oh, wait. There it is. Hold on. Getting a tissue. Go! W in chat. Carly has not slept in 4 days. That does not sound healthy. That does not sound good. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let me show you. This is the nationwide radar. So you can see. Anything you see in these pink boxes, these are winter storm warnings. Here's your mesoscale discussion for the freezing rain. Here is the ice storm warnings. Down there in the south, we're up to an inch of ice could fall. That area, those two areas, right in here, and then right in here. That's where your greatest ice is going to fall. That's where you could get half an inch of ice, maybe more. There was one model today that showed almost 2 inches of ice in here in Mississippi. Now that is extreme, but if half of that becomes a reality, you will see millions of power outages. Guaranteed. If even half of that 2-inch model becomes reality. If an inch falls, that's a problem. That is a big problem. I agree, Chris Pennington. That is too much ice. It's way too much. I wouldn't even want a quarter of an inch. A quarter of an inch is bad, guys. To give you guys an idea about ice, let me just show you. This is a good little thing I made. Let me zoom in here. Ice amounts. A quarter of an inch. Highly disruptive. Iced roads. Scattered power outages. Tree damage. And line damage. Half an inch. Crippling. Severe tree damage. Widespread, long-lasting, week-long power outages. 1 inch or more. Catastrophic. Infrastructure failing. Impassable roads and weeks-long power outages. That gives you an idea, right? If we'd have to quantify this, you've got your 0.25 is like a Cat 2 hurricane. 0.5 is like a Cat 4. 1 inch is like a Cat 5. It's not going to do the same damage, but you get the point. It's not a hurricane, but you get the point. Also, this winter storm, it's covering, hold on, over 2,000 miles. 2,000 miles of winter storm warnings. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of what will be a long duration, extreme event. So that's what's ongoing in Texas right now. And over the next 48 hours, guys, this area in Texas will get significant icing. All of this rain that you're seeing right here, this is all going to turn to sleet and freezing rain quickly overnight.
Lara70 super chatted $10. No beaver comments here. Just a little something for the new studio. Thanks for all you do.
Larry, thank you. Let's go. Larry with the 10 bomb. He says, here's for the new studio. Thanks for all you do. Thank you for all you do, Larry.
All right, let's break this down. So this is what's ongoing right now. We've got rain. This is sleet, mostly sleet. This is rain. Some of this is actually freezing on contact. If we take a look at this, hold on. Let me see if I can find the freezing line here. Whoops. Okay, here it is. There it is. I can tell on radar, that's where the freezing line is. Right up in there. This is where you've got all rain. Let's go right there. You've got all rain. This is all rain. This is all sleet. So right in, just north of Wichita Falls, that's where that freezing line is. And anything to the south of that, like in Dallas, is just plain rain. It's a snow ratio. That's right, Intel Alpha. It's a snow ratio. That is correct. All right, let me show you the models here because I want to give you an idea about how this is going to play out. We are entering into territory where we won't look at models, and we'll just look at what happened. We'll watch what happens. It's called nowcasting. We still have a little window, though, tonight into tomorrow, where the models will be able to help us determine, okay, really narrow down where that region of heavy snow is going to be, where the heaviest snow will be, where the heaviest ice will be. These models will help us kind of narrow that down. Let's take a look right now. Vote in the poll right now in chat. Are you in Texas, Kansas, or Oklahoma? I'm curious. 14% of you so far said yes. 32% of you said tis chalked. I meant to type it's chalked, but I mistyped it and typed tis. Stormy Storms is having soup. Wonderful. That is just a wonderful update there from Stormy Storms. All right, let me show you the latest name. This is how it's going to play out. By the way, all caps allowed. Spamming emojis allowed. So don't ban anyone that does that. Thank you, Vinny. Let's take a look. Guys, I'll say this too. This event is like our Super Bowl. For meteorologists, this is like our Super Bowl, Christmas Eve, whatever you want to call it. This is it. This is a moment. We have one shot to help you guys. One chance to give you the right forecast, and you screw up once and you're done. So I felt this weight this week, wanting to give you guys as much information as I possibly can. Carly says, check Michigan for warm, please. I don't know what that means. By the way, I have not forgotten about Jet Girl. Jet Girl, tell me you're still in here. I am going to talk to you about Philly.
Ruts1 super chatted $4.99.
Oh, no.
Beep za seepity zip zoop. Scooty bip zip bop bop zip. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
I'm pretty sure I'm Ruts 1 might be a Russian agent, a Russian bot. I'm like 90% sure he's a Russian bot. This is like our Super Bowl, guys. And we got to get it right. And I'm going to try my best to get this right for each one of you, because I know this is more than just excitement. This is your lives. You've got flights, you've got travel plans, you've got weekend plans. And everyone is wanting to know, should I cancel them? Should I keep them? What should I do? Oh, okay. I will check on Detroit, Michigan. We'll get to that. First, we got to start here, where things are beginning. This is 9 p.m. tonight. You can see that freezing line is making its way south. You've got sleet falling still in Lubbock, Texas. You've got snow starting in Oklahoma City. You've got rain in southern Texas. Let's go 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m. This is midnight tonight, or 11 p.m. Central for them. You can see our freezing line now is approaching the Dallas metro area. Oklahoma City, heavy snow. Even down as far south as Fort Stockton, which is stupid how far that south it is. I went here for storm chasing a couple of times, and I can tell you, it is very far south. Exactly. Agent Dan.
WX_chasing_Mason super chatted $10. Heapity hoppity, get this snow off my property.
Okay, that's pretty good. W! Mason! With the 10 bomb! He said hippity hoppity! Get this snow off my property! Oh man. Wow. Where was I? Oklahoma City. This is midnight. Watch what happens to this freezing line. It's going to get further south and further south. You're going to have polar, frigid air pushing like a, It's going to take that freezing line and push it south. As that cold air pushes that line further south, we're going to see a changeover in Dallas from rain to freezing rain. No wall clouds tonight, Vince. Not tonight. Hello, T-Hard. Watch what happens. By the time we wake up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central. Heavy snow ongoing in Oklahoma City, northern Arkansas. The snow will be starting here in Missouri. I know we've got some Missouri brethren in the chat. Tomorrow morning, the snow is going to start. Kansas, also heavy snow, moderate snow, ongoing tomorrow morning. But look at this. Memphis, Tennessee, Mississippi, the event's going to start for you. You're going to wake up, depending on what time you wake up. Sometimes I like to sleep in during the weekend, right? It's Saturday morning. Maybe sleep until like 9:30. If you sleep until 9 or 9:30, you will wake up with a crazy surprise. Because you'll look out the window and say, what's happening? What is that falling from the sky? That's freezing rain. That's snow, and that's sleet. That's what's happening. Let's go to 10, 11, 12. This is tomorrow at noon. Oklahoma gets a break tomorrow by noon. Missouri, heavy snow ongoing. This is round number 1. We've talked about it the last couple of days. There will be 2 rounds of snow. This is just the appetizer. In Arkansas, heavy sleet, heavy freezing rain. In Memphis, heavy sleet, heavy freezing rain. In Tennessee, you might get initial bursts of snow. And you might be like, woohoo, I'm getting snow. It's just the beginning, though. And it won't last. You can see that freezing line starting to make its way up. You got a warm nose of air. And let's draw that with a red pen. Warm nose, warm nose, warm nose. That's going to push that freezing line further north. So in Nashville, in Tennessee, your precipitation will quickly switch from snow, yay, to freezing rain, chalked. This is 1 p.m. Zoom out even further. Still, Texas, you've got heavy sleet and heavy freezing rain ongoing, making your Saturday midday commute an absolute nightmare. That's right. The mozzarella sticks of snow. That's right. I don't even know what that means. I have no clue what that means. Let's go even later. Let's go 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Uh-oh.
At Nick Wheeler 6764 super chatted $4.99. Long time viewer, first time super chatter. My 3-month-old daughter has been watching this and is disgusted by the lack of talk about debris balls.
Wow. W. Longtime viewer, Nick Wheeler. He's a first-time super chatter. Oh, thank you, Nick. He's got a 3-month-old. W for that. He's been watching this. He's disgusted. He's awestruck with how little we're talking about debris balls. You know why that is, Nick? Because it's winter. W in chat. Can someone translate this? I do not know what Brother Rawl is saying. Okay, let's take a look. Round number 1, Saturday night. This is 6 p.m. 6 p.m. The snow is starting in Kentucky. I don't like that color. The snow is starting in Kentucky. I don't like that color either. The snow is, there it is. Kentucky, 6 p.m. Indiana, 6 p.m. Illinois, 6 p.m. That's a pretty good start time for your snow. But once again, this is round number 1. In the Deep South, you will have basically 24 hours straight, if not more than that, of precipitation here. This is why this is going to be so disastrous, because Tennessee has now switched over to freezing rain and sleet. Mississippi, this scary red color you're seeing right here, that is freezing rain. A disastrous freezing rain event. Tupelo, Monroe, Shreveport, even Memphis. Look at that. We've got heavy freezing rain ongoing 6 p.m. on Saturday. And you know what? If I go back, watch this. 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 3 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 p.m., noon, 6 hours straight, 7, 8, 9 hours straight of freezing rain. We're at 10 p.m. now. Let's look back at Texas. 10 p.m. still. In southern Texas, we could have freezing rain and sleet fall as south as Austin, as San Antonio, as Houston even. That's when the party's going to get started down there in southern Texas. That's right. FedEx headquarters is in Memphis. That's a problem. And I actually was there for a little while. I worked in Memphis. Convective ice storms, absolutely grifter. Within this period, we are going to have such strong uplift here. The winds or the air is going to be rising so fast here. We likely could have thunder sleet and thunder freezing rain. Right in here. We could have lightning and thunder. You look up in the sky, freezing rain and sleet are falling from the sky. And you look up, and all of a sudden you see a lightning bolt. What a shock. What a surprise. And that is thunder sleet. And that could happen, especially in that circle. 1 second. You do not want that. There will be no heat lightning in the South. You know what? Mods, time this man out for 10 seconds. Time him out. Just for 10 seconds. All right, let's keep looking. Saturday, by the time we get to 2 a.m., guys, Saturday around midnight, you're going to have a dry pocket. See right in here? A little bit of a dry slot. A little bit of a dry slot up here in Ohio. A little bit of a dry slot in Pennsylvania. A little bit of a dry slot back here in Missouri. And so accumulations should be pretty light for our Ohio brethren, for our Indiana brethren, for our Mississippi brother, or not Mississippi, for our, Missouri brethren, Illinois brethren. Accumulations during Saturday will be light. But watch what happens, guys. That dry slot, that's right in here. Watch it fill in. Midnight. 1, 2, 3. Boom! There it is. There it is. The dry slot fills in a big way. And now, at 4 a.m. on Saturday, are you kidding me? Look at this. You've got freezing rain in Mexico. At the same time, you have heavy snow falling in Washington, D.C. You know what that distance is? I don't know. But I can find out. Nah. I can't read that. 1,800 miles. You know how long it would take you to walk 1,800 miles? I also don't know that. Does anyone know? Someone in chat, help me out. Does anyone know how long it would take to walk 1,800 miles? I want to know. First person to do it gets a point. And I am keeping score. $5 a.m. on Sunday. 5 a.m. Sunday morning. We've got a huge swath of wintry precip. We've got heavy snow here falling in Ohio, heavy snow falling in Indiana, heavy snow falling in southern Missouri, heavy snow falling in Pennsylvania, heavy snow falling in northern Virginia, heavy snow falling along the Ohio River. We've got heavy sleet falling in southern Kentucky. We've got devastating freezing rain falling here, still in the Mississippi Valley, in Mississippi, in Arkansas, in Tennessee. And then the Carolinas. This is when the event is going to start for you guys, and this is going to be a bad one for you. Our Carolina brethren, a couple of days ago, it looked like you were going to get hammered with some southern snow. That is not going to happen. 90 to 120 days to walk. That much. New poll. Would you walk for 100 days straight? Hello, Emma. Yes. No. New poll. Would you walk for 100 days straight? Because that is how long you would have to walk to get from one side of this winter storm to the other. For 100 days straight. Our Carolina brethren are going to see a devastating freezing rain event. You can see here, why is this happening? See this little U right here? Looks like a little bit of a U. You've got what's called cold air damming. And that's a problem. You've got cold air working its way back in to the mountains here and getting stuck. It's getting stuck in the mountains and causing all of that moisture to freeze. And that's what cold air damming is going to do here. It's going to, what normally would have been a rain event for you guys. This should be rain, guys. right in here, should be rain. Right in there. On a normal day, that would be rain. Not this time. Not this time. This is going to be freezing rain and sleet. And that will be a huge problem for our Carolina brethren, specifically zooming in here, especially right along the state border here, near Winston-Salem, near Charlotte, near Greenville, near Asheville. We could have crippling ice totals. Carly, thank you for joining us. Okay, no worries. All right. We don't have any mods. So chat, you better behave. Our last mod is leaving, which means we have no mods in our chat. Which means this could go off the rails quickly. W's in chat. Carly, thank you. 5 a.m. Sunday. 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., depending on when you wake up. If you're, let's just say, you wake up at 9. You get up Sunday morning, you're like, okay, it's time to go to church, right? I'm going to go to church. Wrong answer. You won't be able to go. We will have heavy snow ongoing on the backside of this storm. The snow in Pennsylvania will be starting. I don't like green. Let's go blue. There we go. Pennsylvania, the heavy snow will be starting. By about 9, New York City, New Jersey, Washington, D.C. Drop my pen. F. That's right. Vinny, churches will likely need to close. I agree with that. You know what? Thank you, Vinny. Great comment there. Zooming out even further. Guys, it's Sunday at 9. What is it? What time is it right now? I don't have a watch on, and I'm looking at my wrist. What is happening?
Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother.
Kyle.
Welcome, brother.
Oh, no. Oh, Kyle Raypool. This is Kyle from last night. Kyle's not here. He's just super chatting. Wow. W in chat. Now, this is a good question. If there was categories for winter storms, which one would this be? 5. This would be a Storm Cat 5. Wow. Gary, welcome to the stream, brother. Dang, and we don't actually have any mods to ban that guy, too. Gary, you're watching me. Thank you for the comment, Gary. Thank you for the engagement. Keep commenting. Keep engaging. Texas. Still getting precipitation. At the same time. This is almost 24 to 48 hours that they've been getting that precipitation. Texas is still now maybe switching over to snow. Maybe. But still, 24 hours of freezing rain and sleet. And they're not done. Texas won't be done with this storm until Sunday at noon. Guys, it's Friday night, and it's already starting. This is almost a 48-hour event for Texas. 48 hours straight of nonstop. Look at this. They don't get a break. Dallas just not going to break the entire time. That is crazy. W in chat, Intel Alpha. Wow. By the time we get to noon here, let's go Sunday at noon. Heavy snow ongoing in New York. Heavy snow in Pennsylvania. Heavy snow in upstate New York. Light to moderate snow here in Ohio. Light to moderate snow back in Illinois. Watch as we go throughout the day. Still, down here in the south, our freezing of rain event is ongoing. Tell me if you heard that before. Tell me if you heard that before. This is 1 p.m. This is 2 p.m. This is 3 p.m. 5 p.m. The event is not over for the Mississippi Valley until 5 p.m. Sunday. Once again, almost a 48-hour event for them. And then in the Northeast, by the time we get to Sunday at 5, things are really going to be cranking here from Ohio back through Indiana. This is when some of the heaviest snow could fall in Ohio, is Sunday at 5. I've got a hockey game then. There's no way that's happening. Absolutely no way that is happening. No way. Pennsylvania, the Northeast, Boston, New York City, upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and then eventually into Maine. I had someone on YouTube tell me, we're not getting snow at all in Maine. Wrong. Next question. Now, the interesting thing here for New York and the Northeast is this rain snow line. We are going to have a warm nose. See this warm nose right in there? That's a nose of warm air at the mid-levels. We're learning a lot of new terms today. We got a warm nose working its way up. That's warm air that could change things over from sleet and freezing rain to meh, or from snow to sleet or freezing rain. And we'll have to watch that very closely because this warm nose could wreck our snow totals for someone in New Jersey, for someone in Maryland, for someone in Vermont, or not Vermont, Delaware. Because if the NAM, this is 1 month, but if the NAM were to be right, then our snow totals would go from a foot in this region to 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. The violet here, this color right in here, that's sleet. This color right in here, the pink is freezing rain. And Jet Girl, you asked about your flight. Hold on, let me look back and see. What time is your flight? I'm flying from Philly to Key West tomorrow morning at 10. First of all, wise move. You're getting out, I think, right on time. Let's look. Let's go to Saturday morning at 10. This is Saturday morning at 10. Jet Girl, as long as your flight gets there, right? What I would do if I were you, I would check where your flight's coming from and make sure it's getting there tonight. Because let's just say, okay, you're in Philly. You're not getting anything tonight or tomorrow morning. This is tomorrow morning at 10. But what if your flight is coming from Dallas? What if your flight is coming from Kansas City? What if your flight is coming from New Orleans? That's a problem. And so what I would do if I were you, and guys, if anyone in chat is flying, you know what? New poll. The last poll. Would you walk for 100 days straight? 26% of you said yes. You know what? We're going to have to put that to a test. If one of you sends me a video of you walking for 100 days straight, I will pay you $1 million in Chick-fil-A gift cards. Actually, wait, I should clarify that. You have to walk from Boston to Mexico. Okay. That's shocked. Please don't send me videos of you walking. I don't think I want that. Saint says, what is so bad about this storm? Saint, have you been listening? Saint has not been locked in. Saint, it's the snow and the freezing rain. We're going to have devastating freezing rain that will knock out power to millions. The snow will be nice and fluffy. It's the freezing rain that will be devastating. This is normal weather for North Dakota. That may be true, Saint, but Memphis, Tennessee is not North Dakota. Also, if Memphis, Tennessee, or if North Dakota got an inch of ice, they would be cooked. Scotty, I'm sorry, brother. I will look into it. Okay. So let's go back. Saturday at 10. So Jet Girl was wondering about her flight. If anyone's got flights tomorrow, I would double check. I would figure out where they are, where they're coming from. Like my dad, he's got a flight tomorrow morning. And my advice to him was, okay, his flight is to Florida. But where is his flight coming from? Right? In this case, his flight is actually coming from the East Coast. So we're good. Now, Jet Girl, if your flight from Philly is coming from Dallas, Kansas City, Houston, New Orleans, Lubbock, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. If it's not coming from one of those places, there's still a chance it could get delayed just because of downstream impacts from this storm, but I would feel a lot better about it. The good news is you won't have any bad weather in Philly tomorrow morning. Let's go back to the East Coast here. We were talking about the East Coast. Someone just asked about Maryland in chat. Don't worry, I see everything, chat. Everything I see. There's a war going on in chat right now. What is happening? Chat, don't make me play the lock-in. I will play the lock-in if you don't lock in. Our chat needs to lock in right now. Boston. Jet Girl, if it's coming from Boston, you'll be all right. This is Sunday. Sunday at 5 p.m. Right in here. Sunday at 5. Boston getting absolutely creamed. New York City. Guys, this is going to be so close here in New York. You're back in Ohio, Indiana. You guys should stay all snow. This is one of the events here that finally I'm getting all snow. And I don't have to worry about that freezing line because the warm nose will be further off to the east. So you guys will be all snow here in Ohio. And you'll get some big time totals. I'm going to show you the snowfall totals in just a second. The only people in Ohio and Pennsylvania that might get in on the freezing rain or sleet action is right along the Ohio River. Right along the Ohio River, especially the eastern Ohio River. I don't think that's actually a thing, but just go with it. And then in Morgantown, also, you could see some mixing. Yikes. Morgantown, you could also see some mixing. My cousin's in Morgantown. Huge shout out to my cousin, Jack, in Morgantown. Pennsylvania, you should stay mostly snow. The East Coast. Chat, you need to lock in. There's no Brad. That's a mysterious name. The East Coast here. New York City. This freezing line. You can see here the sleet snow line on this model makes it all the way up to New York. which means mixing potentially could cut down on the snow totals. In Philadelphia, I would say there's a very good chance of there to be some mixing. Let me just show you a different model here to give you a better idea. Here's the euro. You can see the euro also shows mixing here. Let's compare some models here. We'll have a little fun. GFS shows some mixing a little bit further to the south. Canadian, which is chalked, shows some mixing for Philly. Icon shows some mixing for Philly. This model shows some mixing for Philly. So the NAM is pretty accurate here. So if you live in New York City, you are hoping that this rain snow line stays further south, because if it shifts, if it continues to push north, your snow totals will go from a foot to probably around 6 inches. Boston, heavy snow ongoing. Sunday at 7. This is Sunday at 7 p.m. Sunday night, after a long weekend. Heavy snow still going on in Indiana. Heavy snow still going on in Ohio. Heavy snow in Pennsylvania. Heavy snow in upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire. Heavy snow in Massachusetts. But then down here, we've got still ice storm ongoing in Charlotte, in Winston-Salem, and Raleigh. Sleet storm and ice storm in Washington, D.C. Richmond, Virginia, Fredericksburg, sleet and freezing rain. Philadelphia, New York City at 7 p.m., probably mixing. Chat's just saying, we need mods now. Chat is unhinged. Absolutely unhinged. Let's go to the European. Let's go to the latest European here. Okay, this is the latest European that I have. 7 p.m., 8, this is 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Our storm will be winding down here in Ohio, in Indiana. The snow should be all done by Sunday night. The freezing rain will be done in the Mississippi Valley here. Will be long gone by Sunday. Texas also will be long gone. In the Northeast here, heavy snow will continue overnight until Monday morning. Watch this. This is 1 a.m. This is 4 a.m. The snow doesn't stop on the East Coast. In Maine, it's going to continue for much of the day, actually. And Vermont, New Hampshire. It's going to kind of linger up here for a good while. The storm won't be out of the United States till Tuesday morning. That's a Friday to Tuesday storm. Sorry, Scotty. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. When I come back, we're going to take a look at the snow totals. All right? I'm going to show you the snow totals. I'm going to show you the ice totals. And chat, I'll play lock in. You know what? I'm going to play it. Can't find it. Lock in, chat.
Oh, can you feel it?
Lock in.
Shh, it's coming.
You hear it? Uh-oh. It's almost time. Look at the clock. It's ticking. Each, every one of you. It's time to lock in. I want you to grab the bar above your head
Pull it down. Strap yourself in and get ready to roll because it is time to lock in. Come on. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Let me hear the chat. The time is now. Let's roll. Time to go. Lock in now.
Lock in. Lock in. Are we locked in, chat? Because I can tell you one thing right now. I'm locked in. Let's go. All right. Let's look at totals here. Snow is falling outside. You see that, chat? All right, here's what I'm going to show you first. Actually, I know what I'm going to show you first. There it is. On the screen. These are your snow totals. This is your official, guys, this is not a weather model. This is your official prediction. New poll. How much snow is enough? One to 4. 5 to 9. 6 to 7. 8 to 50. Vote now. How much snow is enough for you? This is the official prediction from the National Weather Service. This is not a model. This is not a guess. This is a prediction. Let's take a look. There is a massive swath. Guys, anything you see here in pink, that's 8+ inches. Anything you see in purple, that's 6+ inches. We're going to have millions and millions of people that get buried in snow. Absolutely buried. Let's zoom in even closer here. This is in Oklahoma. Guys, this is an official prediction of snow in Oklahoma. In New Mexico, there will be an area near Albuquerque that gets close to 8 inches of snow. In North Texas, in the panhandle of Texas, we're talking about 6, 7, 8 inches of snow. In Oklahoma, we could have 15 inches of snow just north of Oklahoma City. Tulsa could get 12. That's right, Millennium. Texas, near Dallas, probably not going to get much. Mostly ice and freezing rain. In Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma, could get 4 to 6, but also those totals will be cut down from ice and freezing rain. Missouri, Arkansas, southern Missouri, northern Arkansas. We're talking about 10, 12, 13, 14 inches of snow. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's right. I bet no one there has a shovel. There probably won't be very many people that have shovels there because they haven't broke them out in a long time. Because this winter for the plains, they've barely gotten any snow. Barely. Joplin, Missouri, close to 14 inches of snow. Guys, these are official predictions from the National Weather Service. There could be more than this. All right, let's look a little bit further east. Ohio Valley here. Let's go further east. Southern Illinois, 10 to 12 inches. Even central Illinois, you're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7 inches of snow. Southern Indiana, including Indianapolis, we're talking about 10 inches of snow. St. Louis, I know we got Lucy in St. Louis right on the edge. Probably going to get around 6 or 7 inches. In northern Kentucky, I tell you what, if you live in Kentucky, it's going to be a very close call because the southern part of the state could get close to nothing. The northern part of the state could get absolutely buried with 14 inches. Ohio. This is a big one for me because I live in Ohio. The official prediction right now is for close to 12 inches of snow. Are you kidding me? Even in northern Ohio, in Cleveland, we're talking about 7, 8, 9 inches of snow. That is right. Wow. Organ donor. Wow. You know what? I got to chat, keep reminding me. I want to become an organ donor. Congrats. In West Virginia, West Virginia is kind of getting chalked here a little bit with the snow totals because you can see there's that warm nose. The National Weather Service, they're predicting that warm nose just like I was talking about. And those totals, which should be 14, they're 7. It's cut in half. And that's because of that warm nose of air that's predicted to change the precipitation from snow to sleet and freezing rain. It's important to drink, guys. Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania, buried. 15 inches. 12 inches near Pittsburgh. And then the heart of the state, in State College, where Penn State is, where the home of the Nittany Lions. 15 inches of burying snow. Unreal. All right, let's go to the Northeast here. Now, even Northern Virginia, guys, in Washington, D.C., there's a lot of uncertainty here. This area right here, this is probably the area that has the most uncertainty because of that rain-snow line, even back into Kentucky. That rain-snow line, the rain-ice line, the snow totals will be highly, highly, highly dependent upon how far north that warm nose creeps. And I can tell you right now, it is not certain. Even up until hours before the event, even if we get to Sunday morning, we still might not know for sure until it happens. Yeah, Lynchburg, Virginia. That there will be a massive question mark in Virginia, in my mind, of those snow totals. They could get 15 inches. They could get 6. They could get 5. It just depends on how far that warm nose comes up. And sometimes we don't know until the storm is actually happening. Ooh, Jet Girl's a PSU grad. Nice. Let's look at the Northeast. Oh my goodness. You guys want to know what a blockbuster looks like? You want to know what a blockbuster looks like? Let me show you what a blockbuster looks like. That is what it looks like. Let's burn this in your brain. You see what I'm doing there? Let's do it one more time. That's a blockbuster. Be kind, rewind. Apparently, there's still a blockbuster in California. Fantastic. From Maine. And the person that said Maine isn't getting any snow, okay, chalked. Not anyone on the stream, but in my comments. Like, Maine's not getting any snow. Chalked. From Maine, all the way through Vermont, New Hampshire.
At Intel Alpha Super Chatted $4.99. I work at the Emergency Operations Center in the Pittsburgh area. We already have cots being set up and food catered. 12 to 16 hours shifts.
No way. Wow. First of all, guys, W's in chat for Intel Alpha. He's an emergency operator. Brother, thank you for doing what you do. He works in Pittsburgh. There's already cots being set up and food catered. 12 to 16 hour shifts. Are you kidding me? Oh. W in chat for brother Intel Alpha. Massive W. Huge, massive W. This is the Northeast. And you can see from Pennsylvania through upstate New York, through Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, New York City, New Jersey, Boston. Get some Dunkin' Donuts. It was chalked. They're going to get close to 15, 16, 17 inches of snow. Now, anything right in here, I've got a little bit of a concern about in terms of your sleet and freezing rain eating into the snow totals. I'm concerned. I am concerned right in there for potentially snow totals to be a little bit less because of the sleet or freezing. But right in here, right in this region, that's where your bullseye of snow in the Northeast is probably going to be. Right north of that freezing line is where that bullseye will be. And someone's going to get 18. Someone will get 18 inches of snow. Mark my words. That is a blockbuster. And there's no way else to cut it. Looking at the poll. Whoops. Looking at the poll. How much snow is enough? 1 to 4. 30% of you said 1 to 4 inches is enough. That's not enough for me. 4 to 6. 14% of you said that's enough. 23% of you said 6 to 7. And 32% of you said 8 to 50. That's what I would vote. 8 to 50, please. Please. But there's no zero option. Great point. If you're a zero person, let me know. We talked about the snow totals. Now we need to talk about the freezing rain. Because this is going to be the most devastating part of the storm. Freezing rain. Crippling freezing rain. Let's take a look. Let's start in Texas. Quarter of an inch, half an inch of freezing rain is going to fall. This will lead to power outages. Anywhere that you see above 0.25, you have a pretty good chance for power outages. New poll. New poll. Coming in hot. Yes. No. Do you like freezing rain? Yes, no, it's chalked. Vote now. These freezing rain totals that we're looking at right here, guys, in West Texas, not going to be a big deal. Although, guys, Odessa, Texas, getting any kind of freezing rain is a big deal. They are not equipped for that. They just aren't. In Dallas and in the heart of Texas, where the majority of the population is, you are expecting freezing rain amounts of 0.25 to 0.5 inches, which that, once again, on the freezing rain scale that we looked at earlier, that's between crippling and catastrophic. We will see power outages in Texas. In southern Texas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston, we're looking at freezing rain amounts of 0.1 to 0.25. If Austin gets 0.25 inches of freezing rain, that will be very, very, very bad. Freezing rain and ice is worse than snow. Absolutely. 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 And that'll be a problem, guys. This will be a very big problem for Texas. A very big problem. And you know what? What better of a person to bring in for Texas than Agent Dan? Agent Dan, here, I'll make it smaller. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Guys, let's give Agent Dan a warm welcome to stream. Let's spam those Agent Dan emotes in chat. Let's get him going, okay? Chat, let's get this chat going.
Did you say get the Stormcat 5 emojis going?
No.
Oh.
Dan, you are the only mod right now, so all of our mods have left us.
Oh. It finally is that day where they decided they're like, we're out.
We're out. Yeah, they're just, I understand Carly, because Carly's like, I got to go to bed, you know. Yeah. It's what, 4 a.m. for her? So like, you know.
Yeah, it's wee hours.
And I think Mason is here. And I made Mason a mod too, because we needed someone.
Okay, gotcha, yeah.
So Dan, talk to us, brother. This is basically a perfect segue for Texas, because oh no. There we go. If you guys didn't know, Agent Dan is in Dallas, Texas. And Agent Dan, did you go out today in the world? Did you kind of get the vibe of Texas?
I'll be very honest with you. I was out in the world today.
Wow. What was the world like in Texas?
It's kind of overcast and rainy right now.
So it's not. So on radar, we were seeing it is not switched over to freezing rain yet. That's correct?
Not in Dallas, at least not in the central part of Dallas.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good, right? Now, did people, like, when you at your work, did people know this was coming?
Yeah. A lot of people have been off the roads. The roads are not as busy as they normally are.
That's good. Okay, that's good.
I did observe some minor street flooding. So on any normal day, it'd just be minor street flooding. But if the water does not recede in the next, 6 to 12 hours, we're going to run into some major ice.
Yeah, that's a big problem. In Dan's talking about some flooding concerns, guys. This is the kind of instance where you have what's called a flash freeze, because temperatures are plummeting in Texas. In a matter of 24 hours, they go from above freezing, in the 30s and 40s to 10. That's a flash freeze. And any water that's standing, so all the rain that's falling, that will freeze. Now that it won't count towards the freezing rain accumulations. So, it's because it'll fall off the trees. It'll get off the trees. But it will freeze, and it will freeze on the ground. And so roads, bridges, sidewalks, all that water is going to freeze, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And Dan, I'm curious. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I rushed in. I didn't grab my SD card out of the dash cam, but I may run out there here in a few minutes, grab the SD card. We'll have some raw footage of the roads currently.
Go. Yeah, go. Do it.
Okay. So I'll be right back.
Yep. We'll keep talking about the ice here. Okay. Agent Dan's coming right back, chat. Don't worry. Jan, you're lucky I'm in the cold. Love that. You are avoiding the severe cold warning. So, these are your ice totals in Texas. Disastrous. Further to the east, this is where I'm most concerned, guys. And this is where we've got our big ice storm warnings. Is in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Missouri. We could have an inch plus of ice. This is the actual forecast. Once again, this is not a model. This is the actual forecast. Let's take a look. Let me show you. That's the Dakotas. Here it is. The actual forecast here is for almost 2 inches of ice. Look at this number, 1.39. That is an inch and a half of ice. That is not good. That is not, 1.39 inches of ice is absurd. That's right, Mason. There will be, if even half of that falls, there will be catastrophic power outages that last for weeks. Because if an inch and a half of ice, I know it doesn't seem like a lot. But think about an inch and a half of ice, right? That's like this much. Now imagine this much ice on an entire tree. You put that much ice on my head, I'm falling to the ground. That's a lot of weight. And that weight will cause those trees to, boom, crash to the ground. It's not good. And so if this ice does fall, which everything I'm seeing, all the models, the NAM model, this would absolutely cripple. If you know someone in northern Mississippi, if you know someone in Louisiana, even into Tennessee, and they live in this circled area, call them, tell them, make sure they know, make sure they're prepared. They still have a little bit of time here before the event starts. Make sure they've got some gas. Make sure they've got supplies. Make sure they've got food, a flashlight, and a way to stay warm. Because I'm telling you right now, anyone in this area, if they do get these freezing rain totals, which at this point it's looking very likely that they do, anyone in that circle, almost certainly, I would not be shocked if 50 to 60 to 70 to 80% of the people in that circle lose power. Maybe 90%. Because every tree, almost every tree is going to fall down. And there's a lot of trees in that part of the country. There is a ton of forests down there. And unless the power lines are buried, those trees are coming down on the power lines. Welcome, Brother Matt. So that is a potentially catastrophic ice storm. Let's look in the wording here of the warning for the ice storm. I'm curious what the National Weather Service wording here is. Oh my. Expect power outages that last more than a day and extensive tree damage due to ice. Travel could be impossible. Impossible. Let's look at this warning. Same thing. Let's look a little bit further to the south. Significant icing expected. Up to 1 inch of ice. Tree damage. Travel could be impossible. I got news for you. Travel will be impossible. It will be impossible. Because the roads will be a skate rink. You will need ice skates to get around. That is the truth. One of my family members just asked, what does chalked mean? Chalked is this. Anyone in the ice storm warning, chalked. Another ice storm warning, a secondary ice storm warning here in the Carolinas. Ice and snow-covered roadways will become treacherous and impassable. Widespread power outages are likely due to the weight of ice on the snow and tree limbs and power lines. What's up, brother? The outages could last for days in some areas. That's some strong wording here. Three-quarters of an inch of ice here in the Carolinas. Let's take a look at the forecast here for our Carolina brother. Look at this. Here's another bullseye of ice. This is a half an inch of ice. Right near the Carolina border here in the mountains, you're looking at 3/4 of an inch of ice. Once again, anything more than 0.25 inches is bad. Anything more than 0.5 inches is catastrophic. Anything more than an inch is disastrous. When we wake up Monday morning, there will be hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of power outages if this storm does become a reality. And right now, the storm is going to happen. The snow is going to happen. The ice is going to happen. It's just a matter of where. The players are set. The table is set. The pieces are in play. We're in the first quarter here, people. And the game is starting right now. So if you do have anyone that lives in the Carolinas, in Georgia, in Virginia, even looking even in the totals in Virginia, we're talking about a quarter of an inch, a half an inch in southern Virginia. That's a problem. That's power outages. Hello from Arkansas. Arkansas, you'll get more snow than ice. If you're in southern Arkansas, you could get catastrophic ice. If you're in northern Arkansas, the good news, you'll get more sleet and snow. Welcome to spring. But if you're here in the Carolinas, or if you're in Virginia, and if you know someone there, you still have some time until the stuff hits the fan. You still got some time. So tomorrow, just go get some supplies. You don't need to freak out. Don't panic. It's not the end of the world. You know, I'm getting going here on a roll. It's not the end of the world. It's just not. But you are likely to lose power. And you are likely to not be able to drive for a couple of days. So prepare for that. Get a flashlight, get some food, some stuff to stay warm. Because if you lose power, which a decent amount of you probably will, it won't be good. Now, anyone in the snow, you're probably not going to lose power. Right? Anyone that's not, anyone north of this line, you're probably not going to lose power because you're just going to get light, fluffy snow. But anyone south, anyone in this region, right? Anyone south of this line, I feel like the day after tomorrow. If you're south of this line, I think we got Agent Dan here.
Can you hear me?
Agent Dan, we got you, brother.
Okay. So this is dash cam. Let me go ahead and get it started. I've muted it because I will get you a copyright strike faster than you can wave at a coyote.
Are you driving right now?
No, this is from the SD card.
Oh, wait, whose SD card?
Mine. From when I was driving.
Oh, I thought you were driving a robot car for a second. I was like, wait a second. Are you driving a virtual car right now?
Yeah, so once I get through this traffic light, that's where you're going to start to see some of the water collecting there along the right. And then I'm going to splash it up.
Whoa.
So you can see it's starting to cover that lane there.
Yeah.
I've been pretty much completely cover that lane. And like I said, if the water doesn't recede, that whole lane is going to be just a solid sheet of ice.
Dan, I tell you what, you were splashing up a storm there, man.
Yeah, that's what I do. I splash like a seal.
Bro, you were just cruising in that lane and just absolutely. I see what you're doing there. You were trying to get the water off the road, trying to get it in the grass.
I'm trying to do I'm trying to get the road off the water off the road. So, anyways, that was pretty much it. I was going down Northwest Highway.
Yeah, play it again.
That
was crazy because, guys, everything you're seeing on the screen right now, all that water, it's falling as rain, right? You can clearly see the air is saturated, right? It is just completely saturated. The clouds are really low, which tells me there's a ton of moisture and a ton of lift in the air. And that's a problem because that means that there's no dry slots. There's going to be no dry air that works its way and then keeps this from happening. But look at all the water. I mean, there is a ton of water on the road. All of that is going to freeze because our temperatures, which are in the 30s right now, are going to come crashing down. Crashing down.
I may have another file too. Let me see, because I recorded another one.
Let me show, while you pull that up.
Yep.
I'm going to pull up this real quick. Let's take a look at these temperatures. Let me show you what's going to happen in Texas. Let's put this on 2 times here. There we go. There's Dallas, 32. So it's going to go, the cold front, you can see the cold front up here in Canada, working its way down. Here's all that cold air. Working its way down. Look at this big cold bulge right in here. From Dallas to Lubbock, our temperatures go from 35 to 9. Let's go to the regular HRRR. This will give us more range here. Yeah, let's go to the 18Z. Okay. So watch what's going to happen here in Texas. 32. Tomorrow, 16. This is the temperature on Saturday. Our temperature is going to be in the 20s. That will rapidly freeze. At 24 degrees, any standing water will rapidly freeze. And then going into Sunday, our temperatures get 16. Our high on Sunday will be 16. So any standing water that you see will be freezing. Will be freezing. And so that's why all that water that Dan was showing will all kind of freeze on the roads. All right, we're looking at more footage here of Dan. Agent Dan as he's driving around the streets of Texas here. Dan, I tell you what, that does seem like there's a good amount of people on the roads.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a lot more stacked on a normal day.
Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, I'm used to Columbus traffic here. So, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, these traffic lights
go
will be
ahead.
backed up at rush hour.
Okay, so that's good. So it seems like there's a lot of people that stayed open from work today, which is good. What about Columbus, Ohio? I will look in just a second, Salem. That's actually where I'm at. I'm in Columbus, so I'm a little partial to that.
Have you been out in
tell
the
you
world
what-
today?
What'd you say, Dan?
Have you been out in the world today?
Yes. I actually went to the grocery store earlier, and I'll tell you what, I need to go again because they were out of everything. And I'm actually going to I'll probably have to end the stream here soon because I've got to go before they shut down. Because tomorrow they're going to be empty. Because I was there this morning and like half the stuff was gone. I'm in Ohio. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. And half the stuff was gone. In Columbus.
Yeah, goodness. Hang in there.
I know. Dan, I bet it's bad in Texas too. Did you go to the grocery store yet?
I swung by there on the way home just to get a few last odds and ends, and it's busy.
What'd you get?
I had a hankering put some pot pies in the freezer.
Pot pies? Like chicken pot pies?
Well, they were out of chicken, but I got turkey pot pies.
Turkey pot pies.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm fixing this camera. I'll say this. Turkey pot pies, it makes, I don't know. There's something about that just kind of rubs me the wrong way. What's in a turkey pot pie?
I'm guessing turkey.
Okay. Wow.
And veggies.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm just going to put Texarkana on right now. That's the Texarkana cam in the bottom right corner of the screen. There's rain ongoing already there. That will switch over to freezing rain. New poll coming in hot here. When you panic buy from the grocery store, what do you buy? Pop-Tarts, toilet paper, alcohol. What's another good one, Dan?
Turkey pot pie.
Turkey pot pie.
Yeah.
What's your... if none of the answers are there, just tell us in chat. When you panic buy from the grocery store, what do you buy?
I'm going to go grab it from the freezer.
Go, Dan. Okay. So let's just go back to the ice totals real quick. We'll kind of wrap this up in a bow. Here. I knew as soon as I put that option, the chat was going to vote for turkey pot pie. I knew it the second I put it as an option, the chat was just going to hit that just because they saw it. Chat, tell me right now, what do you panic buy from the store? If you went to the store today, what do you buy? Ice totals. Crippling across portions of the Carolinas. Even as far north as New Jersey, we could have up to 1/4 of an inch of ice. This is that warm nose, guys. It's sneaking its way up here. See it? You can almost see it on the map here. That's that nose of warm air that's going to cause the snow to melt and the freezing rain to hit. Snacks, clams. Who said clams? You don't panic buy clams. That is chalked. Instant coffee, eggs, canned goods, stuff that isn't cooked. No power, no cooking. Cereal, chips. I never panic buy anything. I do. I have 17 rolls of TP. I'll say this, Millennium. That's not bad. But if you had a bidet, you wouldn't need 17 rolls. Chat, do me a favor, by the way. If you can tweet at Lux Bidet on Twitter, find him. Tell him to sponsor me. I've been trying to get him as my sponsor for forever. Cat litter, Dr. Pepper, Chef Boyardee, PS5. Who's panic buying a PS5? What is happening? If you've panic bought a PS5 before, power to you. Power to you. Wow. By the way, chat, I did just get a new Venmo in chat. So if you do want to give to me directly, I've got the Venmo there. And that way YouTube doesn't take a piece. I got to figure out how to do text to speech on it, though. I haven't figured that out yet. Gas. Haley says, I'm here. What did I miss? We're asking what you panic buy at the store. Dan likes to panic buy chicken pot pie.
Turkey pot pie.
Turkey. Sorry.
Well,
That's
it
your
would have been
freezing
chicken
rain
if they
toast.
had it. Yep.
What'd you say, Dan?
It would have been chicken if they had it. Now
It
back
would
to
have been
the
chicken.
freezing. Yeah, freezing rain totals. You said.
Freezing rain. We've beaten the freezing rain total horse to death. Okay? I think we can move on. We talked about snow. We talked about freezing rain. Now, this is a 3-pronged storm. The first prong, snow. The second prong, freezing rain. The third prong, brutal cold. Our temperatures. Negatives up here in Fargo, -20, where we're having exploding trees. Not actually sure if that's going to happen. 1 in Chicago. 10 teens in Ohio. Lows are going to be in the single digits. High temperatures are going to be in the teens. Even in the Northeast here, our lows could get below 0 in many places this weekend. You've got just an onslaught of Arctic air. Boom, boom, boom. It's just, it's pushing and pushing.
More one super chatted $5.
Oh, no.
The pot buy.
Yes. W's in chat for Seymour. Who did the beaver pot pie? Dan, could you get a Sharpie and exit out turkey? I think the chat would really like that. And put nice beaver pot pie. We are falling in the single digits in Ohio already. That's right. We are. Just an onslaught of cold is coming. Oh, no. Dan, buy some time. I froze.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Frozen. Let's see here. I think I've got another Sharpie. Well, the red Sharpie I was using seems to
Wow, that is massive.
be failing, sort of.
Doing a quick commercial, bio break.
Hello, everyone. This is Pecos Hank Shima, and you're listening to Stormfront Freaks Podcast.
And again, I'm telling you, when tornadoes start flying, they'll find you.
You know, I really don't like severe weather.
Really?
Yeah, it's high stress. People die. You know, and so it's not a lot of fun in that respect.
No better way to truly understand and communicate the weather that you're forecasting than to experience it.
I'm like, we got to go live. We got to go live. It's coming in. It's coming in. So we were, I think that was one of the earliest times we've been on the air live.
Well, the rental car stuff was a long story.
But that was a lot of fun with Phil and the gang. They do a great job over there.
The Stormfront Freaks Podcast, baby. It's the best in the world. Jump back.
Him laughing is funnier than anything.
I don't understand what happened. I really don't.
Okay, there it is. It's not turkey pot pie anymore. It's beaver pot pie. But my Sharpie seems to be failing me at the moment. You ever had a Sharpie fail you before?
All right, I'm back.
Brady, you ever had a Sharpie fail you before?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of times. Dan, it looks like you're in the window right now. Looks like you're in my window of the Cat 5 Command Center.
I am.
Jim Cantoria, New York City. I'm cooked. That's right, Haley. You're cooked. I would actually think it's the appropriate phrasing is more chalked. Chalked is probably more appropriate. Welcome, brother. Welcome, brother. I tell you what, Dan. Very impactful storm here. Whoops. Here we go. We talked about the freezing rain. We beat that horse. Let's talk about the temperatures. How long is this cold going to last? Let's see. Watch this, guys. This is Sunday. This is Monday. Still, 10, Oklahoma City. Teens in Oklahoma. We will have single digits to below zero. This is Monday night. Indianapolis could be at -6. Columbus, Ohio, -7. Wow, Alec McCurry, W in chat. Alec just gave our first ever Venmo live on stream. Alec is an old friend of mine from high school. Alec and Sierra, beautiful couple. W in chat. Is Paige in here?
Tornado Paige.
Tornado Pagey. W's in chat for Paige. Are you kidding me, Paige? Paige, I would get you on, but I'm about to end. So shocked. I went to the grocery store earlier today, Paige, and I got about I've actually, in my new condo, I have yet to go to the grocery store. I picked today to finally go. And what a mistake I made, because I went there and there was nothing. Nothing. There was no vegetables. There was no toilet paper. There was no Cheez-Its. There was no beer. So now I have to go back.
That's quite the shopping list, Brady.
I know. There was none of that. I know. That's right, Paige. Moist. It is very, it's very moist out. Although in Ohio and Indiana and Wisconsin and Michigan and Pennsylvania, it won't be moist. It'll be anti-moist. This will be Monday. Things will be very, very dry. There'll be snow on the ground. There'll be about a foot of snow on the ground. Humidity levels will plummet behind this storm. And our temperatures will plummet. With that snowpack, with that fresh snowpack, I would not be shocked if our low temperatures got to negatives. This is our low Monday night. -10 here in Ohio. That's actual temperatures. Look at this. Let me show you wind chills. -14. -20. -20. I tell you what, Dan. If you're in that circle, get ready. Bundle up.
You're gonna if you're outside for any period of time, you have the potential of being exposed to frostbite very quickly.
That's correct. And that's brutal. And Dan, I mean, what do you even dress? Like, do you have something like a coat that you can put on? I wouldn't even know what to wear.
Yeah, you'd want to layer up, put many, many layers on.
How many layers do you think, Dan?
Oh, at least 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Chat, what do we think?
And have gloves on. You don't want your fingers could go quickly.
They could.
And your
how
ears.
Quick, let's ask chat, how quickly do you think your fingers could go?
Fingers and ears and toes. Fingers and ears and toes. Sing that over and over.
How quickly could your fingers go? 0, 1 to 5, 6 to 7, or 15 minutes? Vote now. How quickly do you think your fingers could go? 0, 1 to 5, 6 to 7, or 15 minutes?
That comment in the chat, big bread, big eggs, I misread that in my head.
Yo, no way. Oh. So it's a little bit of an interesting scale here, guys. It's 15 minutes, or it's not clear to me whether 0 or 1 to 5 is in minutes, seconds, hours. I don't know. We don't know. We will never know. Also, when you panic buy from the grocery store, that poll, of course, Dan, in a shocking turn of events, 33% of Americans said they panic buy turkey pot pie from the grocery store.
Wow.
It's shocking.
It is.
27% said Pop-Tarts. 23% said alcohol. 17% said toilet paper. So this cold, I know, this cold that we're looking at, Dan, is only, what is that? What is that thing on the front?
It's a little bunny.
Okay, that does not look like a bunny. That looks like something from, that looks like a nightmare from hell.
It says it's soft as a bunny.
If that thing were near me, like if that thing was actually alive and on the floor next to me, I would punt that. I would punt it because it's probably possessed. Thank you, Holly. It is kind of creepy. It's 100% creepy. I would, as you know, don't tell PETA, because I love animals. That thing is not an animal. That thing is a demon. I'd pick that demon up. Field goal is good.
Bunny
Once
bidet.
again, once again, I'm a huge animal guy, but that thing was not an animal. That was a demon, and demons need to be punted. That's right. Oh my God. One of my friends just sent me a picture of a demon. Kyle, get that off my phone. Get that off my phone. Yeah, we don't want that on my phone. The bunny is chalked.
Bunny
I would agree with
chalk,
that.
yeah. Okay.
I would completely agree with that. So back to the cold. Where were we? Where were we again?
Yeah.
The cold temperatures.
We were talking about frostbite.
We were talking about frostbite. Guys, the cold's not going anywhere. This is Monday. This is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. This is Thursday. This is Friday.
Oh, no.
Our wind chills could be below zero for a full week. A full week. We will eventually warm up, but it's not coming anytime soon. You guys remember, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, the last week of December, remember how warm it was? Remember how we were cooking? We had Torchmas across the U.S. It was very warm. We were due. The pattern was gonna flip back. And it is flipped in a major, major, major way. Now, what does that mean? That means in February, early February, we will flip back to warm. And we'll probably be talking about warm temperatures for a couple of weeks, maybe a week or two. But right now, we are stuck in this brutally cold pattern for the foreseeable future until February. So I got news for you, Dan. Even in Texas, let's go back to regular temperatures here. Even in Texas, you'll be cold. If you want to get out of this cold, even in Florida, guys, Florida's not going to escape this. It won't be terribly cold, but we will have, for the next couple of days, it'll be warm. But then that cold front's going to push through. Look at Florida. Lows in the 40s and 30s. And I've been down there when it's that cold. It's not fun. You can't, you have to wear a sweatshirt outside. That's brutal. So if you're trying to escape this cold, I got news for you. Go to Mexico. Go to the Bahamas. The Bahamas is probably not far enough south. You're going to have to go to any of these islands down here in the Caribbean. That's the only way you're going to escape this. Because I got news for you. The cold is going to penetrate even to Cuba. Look at that. Let's put this in motion here because this is a wildly cool loop to look at. You can see the cold air coming down from Canada. Look at this. And you can look at that flow. The fire hose of cold air continually funnels into the U.S. There's another cold shot. You can see this brutal cold shot. This air that we're having right now is coming from, Canada, Siberia, the Arctic Circle, whatever you want to call it. It's coming straight from there. Welcome, Nick. Groundhog will help. No, we don't talk about that beaver here. Puxatawny Phil that beaver's chalked. Oh, no. All right, Dan. I'm about to wrap up here. I'm going to go to the grocery store. Chat, this event that we're talking about is just starting. You can see here's the precipitation in Texas. Freezing rain and sleet and snow are starting to make their way into Oklahoma, right there. This event is going to continue over the next 48 to 72 hours. Long duration, high impact winter storm. It doesn't get more real than this. 2,000 miles of winter storm warnings. Over 30 million people. More than 30 million. It was like 80 million. A third of the country right now is in winter storm warnings. A half of the country is in some sort of winter storm or cold advisory. This is half the country. This is a third of the country. And it's going to last until Monday morning. Long duration, high impact event. Heavy ice down here in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, into the Carolinas where we've got ice storm warnings. Heavy snow that's going to bury people of up to 15, 16, 17 inches in Ohio, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, the Northeast, New York City, Boston, Oklahoma, southern Missouri, southern Indiana, southern Illinois, Ohio, West Virginia, and crippling ice that will knock out power. I can guarantee you this. We're going to see a lot of power outages. A lot. When we wake up Monday morning, hundreds of thousands, if not more than 1 million. And Dan, I was looking at this. I actually looked back at my posts. Look at this. This was about a week ago.
Yeah.
Put out this snowfall report about a week ago. This is why you follow this channel. Not just for entertainment. You follow it for accuracy. Look at this. If we compare that to where the heavy snow is, sure, it's a little bit further south. It's a little bit more refined. That's a pretty damn good job.
Stormcat was on it from the very beginning.
That's right, Dan. So were you. We were all on it. This whole channel, we were all locked into that potential. And that was a week ago. And that heavy snow possible, that circle right here in the middle, we nailed it. That's right where the snow is going to be. That's why you follow this channel. You follow it for entertainment, but you also follow it for accuracy because I know I'm kind of crazy. But I'm telling you, listen to what I say. Listen to what Dan says. Listen to what Phil says. Listen to what Serena says. Listen to what Jen says. Everyone here at the Stormfront Freak Network, we know what we're doing.
Stormcat was on it like a scratching post.
Bro, that's something that a chat would say. That's chalked. But I got news, chat. You follow us for the accuracy. You follow us for the entertainment. But we could not do what we do without each and every one of you here on the Stormfront Freaks Network. We couldn't. We could not. I would not be live right now. I would be outside looking at the sky, waiting for it to snow. That's right. It's weathertainment. I'd be outside laying on the ground, waiting for snow to fall on my face. But because of each and every one of you here on this channel, watching this show, donating and becoming members and liking and subscribing and smashing that button as hard as you can, you allow me to do what I do. And that's why this Friday night I am here and not laying outside. So thank you, all of you, for what you do. And this week has been our Super Bowl. We've been grinding and grinding and grinding this week, putting out as much weather graphics as I possibly can. And I'm doing it for you guys.
At Enjoyer.762 super chatted $5. Meow 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 meow.
Okay. Wow. All right. All right, let's see if we got any stream pictures here. Oh my. Look at this, Dan. Are you kidding me?
Is special. Wow. Looks cute.
It's Bro, how do you have that many laptops? There's 5 laptops in this picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From R. Patterson. He's got 5 laptops watching this stream.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's epic.
That is.
He could have a video too.
So you know it's not a screenshot that he photoshopped.
Wait. Yeah, you guys got to hear this. Hold on. This is out of control. Hold on. You got to hear this. So everyone, Dan, don't talk for a second because it'll pick up our audio. Okay, ready? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So he turned the sound on all of them on. It's just not synced. Oh my God. Oh. That sounds like an echo, but it's not. That's not an echo on my end. That's literally the sound coming from his room. That is insane. Sunday's wind chill, negative 57. In Bryn. Are you kidding me, Bryn? Negative 57 degrees, wind chill. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Thanks for joining us. Kansas, snow already. That was earlier today. Heavy banding here. This is from Eli. Heavy banding of some sleet near Lubbock. Okay. That's chalked. Beaver Popeye. Amazing Photoshop work.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's perfect. W's in chat. Absolutely W's. Well, Dan, any final words from Agent Dan? Oh, no.
No final words except wishing everyone the very best through this next few days. Great to see everyone in the chat. Stay warm, stay safe. And, we'll see you soon. Hopefully when everyone thaws.
Yeah. I probably won't be live tomorrow. I might be live Sunday. We'll see. But like Dan was saying, guys, just have a good weekend. Enjoy the storm. If you're in the snow, enjoy it. If you're in the ice, prepare for it. Go to the store, get some supplies. If you're in the snow, you're probably not going to lose power. It's good news. If you're in the ice, you're probably going to lose power. That's bad news. And Dan, be well in Dallas. Keep us informed, Dan. If you lose power, let us know. Let us know how we can help.
Send me power.
Sorry, all right. Chat, we got to send Dan power somehow.
One or two truckloads of power would be nice.
All right, we'll send some truckloads of power Dan's way.
But if you are in Texas, remember ERCOT. Check the ERCOT website for current grid conditions. Texas, as you know, is on its own grid. We're not on the United States grid. So,
yeah. And ERCOT had some bad things happen in 2021.
Yeah. Right now, they're saying that they can handle it, but we'll see.
We'll see. I'm hoping, Dan, that they put in more infrastructure and learned from 2021. And I'm guessing they have done some, but
Well, in 2021, they had some power plants that were offline. I guess they were going through like a scheduled maintenance event. So far, I think all the power plants are online. So
that's good. The power grid across Texas, the power grid across the South, the power grid everywhere is going to be tested this week. When you get a foot of snow with an inch of freezing rain coupled with temperatures below zero, good luck, right? Like our power grid was not built for that. They say they are, but that is extreme. You don't expect Dallas to get a half an inch of ice and then be, 10 degrees. That's not normal for Dallas. It's normally 50 there, right? That's how it is. And so if you're in Texas, if you're in any of the ice zones, be ready. Be prepared. Don't be scared. Go to the
Drip your
grocery store
pipes.
tomorrow. What are we doing with the pipes, Dan?
We're dripping our pipes.
We're dripping the pipes. Cover your pipes and drip them. Make sure those pipes are, all the water's out. That's about as good of a place as any to end it, guys. Here's what I want you to do, chat. Dan, thank you for joining us today. Here's what I want you to do. Have a great weekend. I'll let you know if I'm going to go live again. I'll continue to put out videos in those shorts. Make sure you get on them. Smash the like button. Share with your friends and family. And if anything does change, if we see any major shifts, which I don't think we will, if we see any major shifts for our storm, I will be the first one to tell you here on YouTube. But right now, our snow totals, our ice totals, pretty much locked in. So have a good weekend. Go to the grocery store. I'm going to the grocery store right now. Wish me luck. I'll try to take some video for you. Have a safe weekend. Protect your friends and family. And just be a good neighbor this weekend, chat. Help out your neighbors. Help them out. If you have elderly neighbors, help them shovel. If you're elderly and you have young neighbors, tell them to help you shovel. Just be a good person. Be a neighbor. Be a friend. Talk to your family. And find someone. Tell them you love them. Tell them you care about them. Do something nice for someone today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Best of luck. Godspeed. I'll see you on the other side. This is Stormcat 5, and I'll see you on the next one. The radar lit, the clock hit late. That quiet tension, you know the weight. The wind's picked up, the pressure dropped. That's the moment that the calm just stopped. Snowflakes are flying, ice starts to cling. Powerful forces doing their thing. Snowflakes flying, models warned us day by day while we sat here on our porch. The storm has officially begun. No turning back, there's nowhere to run. From flashing maps to falling snow, this is the night that we all will know. The wind is howling, the trees bend low, howling. Roads turn slick with ice and snow. The trees, yeah, they bend oh so low. Text alerts, sirens hum. Yeah, the storm has officially begun. Lights glow warm in the windows bright. Stocked up shelves was set for the night. Coffee brewing, eyes on the screen, watching every frame in between. Snow rates rise, the cold bites deep. This storm is one that just won't sleep. Sing it with me, Chad. Oh, sending over to Connor Croft stream. Thank you for watching.